Brother Snyder, I'm very sorry to break in at this point, but you're talking about all these cattle and bulls and heifers and white and black and red, all kinds of cattle and all kinds of other animals too. Well, why are you trying to understand them? Haven't you learned a lesson from Frankie Lane? He tell you don't try to understand them. And so before you hurt yourself, I wanted to make sure that you and your friends here got the message that Mr. Frankie Lane gave you so many years ago.
Keep moving, moving, moving. Oh, they're disapproving. Keep them doggies moving right. Don't try to understand them. Just rope, throw, and brand them. Soon we'll be living high and wide. My heart's calculating. My true love will be waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, move 'em on, hit 'em up, rawhide. Cut 'em out, ride 'em in, let 'em out, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, rawhide.
Brother Schruumkoff, I did try to understand them. Yes, I did. I spent a lot of time trying to understand them. Starting from scratch, like you said, bulls and wolves and pigs and big black pigs and squirrels and just about every animal you can think of off Noah's Ark, everything but a giraffe. And I think you should have brought this up at the beginning because I'm feeling a little unstable now that I didn't recall the advice of Frankie Lane. I feel nothing but regret. My concern is that I did that lecture probably 6 months ago. I left them all with the impression that we should try to understand them before rope and pole and brand them. I'm wondering now if there's any way I can get a hold of that group. Maybe I could call Adam up and ask him if he couldn't try to undo some of the damage that I've caused.
Well, Brother Snyder, I appreciate you seeing the truth in this matter. And as you know, I would not break in unless there was something there that I needed to correct or something really bothering me. And I have to admit, I'm sorry too. Because maybe you're right. Maybe we do try to understand them. I was just thinking, after all, what does Frankie Lane know? I think he's just a singer, isn't he? Or does he really know something that we don't? At any rate, I thought it was worth breaking in to give you that warning and try to bring it back to your memory, because I know you like that song. But I did not want to bother you with a remake of that song, like from 1980 and the Blues Brothers, where they're in a cage and everybody's throwing bottles at them. I didn't want to bring that to mind because it's secondhand. We always try here at Vero Essene Yahad to get to the earliest text, document, music that we could find, thinking that later on, renditions of such things will be changed. Like, Temple Scroll in Deuteronomy. Temple Scroll is real Torah, and Deuteronomy is a kind of a cut-down version, just like Blues Brothers versus the Frankie Lane version, the original version. The original is best. I think Frankie Lane version is something like the Sinaiticus versions of Rawhide. I'm just wondering, after all these years, what Clint Eastwood would think of this. I think I'll call him on the phone and try to find out. I'll be back with you in a minute.
Okay, so did you call Eastwood to get the word on this thing, Schruumkoff?
Of course I called. Didn't I say I would? And I got what he had to say on tape for you. I think it's significant. Let me go ahead and play it and see what you think. Clint, you worked on the Rawhide many years. Maybe you can help us here. Is there any sense in trying to understand these animals before you rope and pole and brand them? I mean, did you take time to talk to the animal and say you be good animal, or do you just go right into it and do the best job you can getting them together, taking off horns, and then putting a brand on them very impersonally? What do you think?
Well, he made a mistake. You made a mistake. When you went after my little girl, that was entirely unacceptable.
What are you talking about here? I understand we've made mistakes. Of course we have. But what have we had to do with your little girl? We've not seen little girl.
A lot of crap's coming down tonight, sir. Do you want to be a player or not? You want to know what happened that night, or don't you? Because I was there.
No, I assure you, Clint, I am not playing around. I don't want to have anything to do with that. I would like... I just asked a simple question. I was hoping you could tell me whether we try to understand them or not. Can't you get that through your head?
I'm not going to apologize for who I am.
Nobody's asking.
And I'm not going to be made to feel like I've done something wrong.
No, you're not going to be made to feel anything, period, because you have carved out this little part for yourself in the world where you get to be a voyeur and a hermit and a lover whenever you feel like it. And the rest of us are supposed to feel incredibly grateful for this brief moment that you touched us. Go to hell!
This is very bad, Clint. This is very bad. I am so sorry that I called to bother you at this time of night. I don't really need an answer to this. We will do the best we can.
You're shit out of luck. Adios, amigos.
Schruumkoff! Schruumkoff! Are you there? Are you there? Are you all right? What happened? What happened? What's going on? Oh, what am I going to do now? I was here. He's gone now, I guess. Is it... I better call 911. He's got to be around here someplace. Well, I'm going to have to leave now and try to get this thing settled, and I just don't know what to do. But I gotta go. I'm sorry. I got to go.
You've been listening to Schruumkoff, hosting the program Jackson Snyder Present, sponsored by the Vero Essene Yahad and Hebrew Nation Radio. Toda Rabba, and keep your Elohim on until we get together again. Shalom, shalom. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have my rabbit.